Caleb,
I'm going to point right at camera when you say it.
You're 32?
32.
32, 6'5", virgin. Has never had himself inside of a woman.
Huh?
Or a man.
I mean, correct.
Listen, you don't know what you like until you try it, right?
That's not true. I know exactly what I like.
How? You haven't,
No,
if you liked it, you would have
let's
done
not let this go on a tangent. We're not
Okay.
doing this again.
Fair
it. If
enough.
you liked it, you would have done it.
Fair enough.
So how do you know you like it? What happens when you finally lay down with the woman and as you're doing it, you go, man, I want some butthole. Like what happens when this
Maybe
realization hits you? You'll be like,
booty hole
I
brown.
like dudes. Like it might hit you that way. You never know. You might be like, my pheromones ain't matching up.
This is
with
like,
hers.
this is like the first time
ain't-
I tried caramel corn. I didn't really like it.
Yeah. You were like,
But I didn't
everybody
know
loves
I
it,
didn't
right?
like it until I tried it.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you like get your boy some buttery salted.
Yeah.
Get your boy some of that cheddar, that Garrett's popcorn.
Cheddar Bob.
Get the regular, I get the cheddar, I get rid of the caramel corn.
Can
And if you have to
Wait,
mix
can I-
the corns,
Can I just ask what's happening?
No, we're trying to figure out what's
going on?
yeah, we're trying to figure out what's wrong.
figure out
Yeah,
what's wrong.
okay,
Yeah, we're
cool.
trying.
I just got lost in the
we're doing a week,
popcorn.
but we'll bring it back.
Okay.
Just wait. We'll bring
I
it
just
back.
I need to pre-watch this before my mom sees this, so I can give her the timestamp to turn it off.
This is great. Your mom knows you're a virgin.
She does.
Right. And she's
does.
proud of you for that.
She is.
Right. And also worried about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's
too,
like
actually.
she's like, time is ticking.
Yeah, she's got 11 grandkids, and she's more concerned about me not having any grandkids. Yeah. there's
Yeah,
11.
well, here's
Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to do it at some point. Now, you're waiting for marriage, I'm
Correct.
to assume.
Yes.
Right? Now, I'm not sure how many women out there are willing to wait.
And this is Lamorne's theory of why I'm single, is because I won't have sex.
Well, and this is me being serious. I go, okay, you go on dates with women. They love you. They find you very charming. You guys sometimes date for good periods of time. And then at some point, you know, one of your friends, Kevin Durant or somebody walks in the room and they go, my, oh my, look at those sweatpants. My,
Look
oh
at the
my.
dick print.
They go, my, oh my, like what? I must be, am I missing out on something? Because their body gets sent a signal.
Yeah.
And they hit the shiver.
Whoa.
And they go, I need something inside of me to fulfill me sexually. Because everybody needs that something in their womb. Ladies, am I right? I know, I can speak for you.
Science podcast.
It's a science podcast. I know all about women. And you not fulfilling that one little detail could potentially, because there are women out there who would love this. That's why we're doing this for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But right, you live in LA.
That is
This is like Sin
that is
City.
tough.
Yeah,
That
this
is
is
the
like
tough
Sin
part.
City's cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the tough part.
If you can find that group of women out there that are okay with you doing that, then more power to you. I actually applaud you for being able to abstain for this long. It's difficult. It's tough.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
It's
as much,
strange.
as much
Your T must be so built up and high, like it's
it's
crazy.
just gonna be
You're gonna shoot a hole through somebody.
potent. Just potent. Kid, the first.
Literally, this could be like a fountain. It's gonna come out with so much PSI.
Oh my
I'm like worried for the girl on your wedding night and that poor hotel room.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, your first time has to be in a dingy hotel.
Yeah, it's we're
That
gonna
charges
ruin
by
it.
the hour.
We're gonna ruin it for sure. I can't wait.
But I think Lamorne's onto something. There does have, maybe after seeing this, because we do have a very big female audience.
Yeah,
We love you,
surprising.
ladies. There may be some women who are also waiting for marriage out there who see this and then will slide in,
Well,
and then
so
because we've been trying to get people to pull each other
here's the thing.
and start a life.
I'll just say recently. I won't give a time frame, but recently, Lamorne met a girl that I was talking to, and as I was leaving Lamorne's house, he just yells, "Too bad it won't work out." And I was like,
Damn,
"Okay,
he
well,
knew.
let me come back in there." I was like, "Why?" And he said, "Well, you're not gonna have sex with her. It's not gonna work out." And I was like, "Let's be positive, Lamorne." And then maybe 3 days later, I texted him like, "Hate when you're right." Because it didn't work. It wasn't the sex thing, but it didn't work out. But anyway, thank you for saying that. I think that might be one of the only times you've ever said that, like, it's a cool thing that I've done.
No, it is a cool thing that you've done.
The thing that you just said, which would be great, but also it doesn't bother me, is the question I always get is, does the girl also have to be waiting? Like, your life is your life. I can't expect other people to live how I've chosen to live. That has never bothered me. It's just the fact of like, are you okay with waiting now? And so like, you know, if there are girls out there waiting, I don't think I've met a single one in LA, to be 100% honest with you. If they are, great, but that's not like a that's not like a thing that has to be
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like on the checklist or whatever. You know, I genuinely don't care. I find that more women care that I am waiting than.
Do prostitutes count? Like if you were to sleep with a woman of the night,
when he asks questions, I look at everybody behind camera and they're just looking at me like.
No, I'm saying like because it's a service, it's
counts.
work. It's it's a medical service that they're providing. Yeah, you have to undrain yourself.
I heard a story one time. This girl and this guy, they were like this IG couple and like the perfect couple. You know, they're both gorgeous, whatever. And
Matt and Nana.
They were together for like I hate him so much.
Why? He's just
look at him.
He's perfect.
He's flawless.
Yeah, Matt's man. We love Matt.
He's flawless. And like I asked to work out with him one time, and then the second I hit send, I was like, oh, let me unsend.
You're like delete.
Yeah,
delete that,
because he posts these videos of his workouts. I'm like,
they're
well,
intense,
there's a reason
dude.
you look.
Yeah,
that
they're
good.
intense.
Anyway, so this guy. Anyway, they end up breaking up on this. It's this huge public thing, and she comes out and says every time he traveled he got a prostitute, and then his reasoning was that he was like, it's not cheating if I'm paying for it. And like legitimately, he was like, prostitutes don't count towards body count, and I was like, I feel like that's kind of backwards.
That's science.
That's a tangent.
That's science.
That is science.
I don't think that's science. And for y'all to keep saying this is a science podcast
it is. We're trying to uncover what's going on with you medically.
Yeah.
I'm single because there's something medically wrong with me.
Yeah, medically you haven't had sex yet.
Yeah. And metaphorically.
Yeah, medically and metaphorically.
And literally.
You're like Jenga. You're like a Jenga tower right now, and like we're just trying to
figure out
before
what
we
makes
pull
me
the
fall.
last one out. We're trying to figure out before this thing crumbles.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because right now, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna self-destruct. You're gonna self-destruct. You know all those like people that go out there and they commit those like mass crimes. They ain't getting no ass.
And most of them are sexually frustrated.
They're sexually
That's
frustrated.
why they do that.
Yeah,
And we don't want that future for you.
Two things you don't do: smoke weed or have sex.
Correct.
Those are the two things that's going to keep you from like shooting up a mall.
I don't really drink either. Is that
you already got the checklist. You're already white guy. No
Three names.
sex.
3 names.
Don't smoke weed. Yeah.
3 names thing is crazy.
3 names.
3 names is actually crazy.
Caleb Hoopster Feemster.
We're in like 20 years, we're gonna look back and be like, holy shit, we had a serial killer on the podcast.
No, you're not. What is this? What is this narrative? Can we move away from this?
You know when like you're in a big like
no.
You know like when you're
What
in a
is
big
this narrative?
room.
No, we're moving on now.
You know
What
when you're
is
like in a
this?
big room and you're like, damn, someone in this room has probably killed someone.
What's on the index card? Go ahead.
You don't want me to read the index card, brother.
No, but I want to get back. I want to get back into this. I think this is important. Then we're going to get to the cards.
Of why I'm single.
Yeah.
No, not why you're single.
Okay.
I do want to find you someone.
Okay, thank you.
Because when you brought that lovely young lady over, she was lovely. However, I knew immediately. I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
She's not gonna.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask
why?
I know, like jokingly, you say the whole sex thing, but like, I believe that you knew. But can I ask why? Like, what?
A couple
about
reasons.
It? Yeah,
a couple reasons. She came here because a photographer wanted to take pictures of her. Right out of the gate, girl, you stupid. Girl, you plumb dumb. Like what? You got on a plane because of a motherfucker on Instagram said, "I want to take pictures of you." I got a camera.
She got. I flew her out.
You flew her out,
and then when she knew she was gonna be out here, like she was trying to get like test shoots and stuff like that because she wants to possibly model in LA. So I was trying to help her.
Here's why I think Lamorne knew this wasn't going to work out.
Oh yeah, that's
and I'm saying this with a smile on my face, but I'm being actually serious. You're looking for a girl who is going to have to be okay with you guys waiting, right?
Which she said she was.
Which she says, okay, that means then you have to get married, right? I don't know how far along the line you are waiting to get married, but this girl has to be okay with, that has to be in her near future, right? And also the girl that you were talking to was like in her young mid 20s.
24, 25.
Okay, they're not thinking about getting married and doing all that at that moment.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, I think that's why Lamorne knew like, okay, this girl is not the right demographic for what you're looking for
I would
Not
agree.
that
I
she
would
can't
agree.
be,
No,
but
I would agree with that. I think the tough part for me in dating in general, and this is not exclusive to one person or this most recent person, but the tough part for me dating in general, especially out here, is I do think girls know what they want, and then when they get what they want, they're like, "Oh wait, I'm not ready for that yet." So girls will tell me, and it sounds good, and I need to learn my own lesson, you know, because this has happened more than once. But girls will tell me like, "Oh, I yes, I'm doing stuff, but like if I meet the right person, like I'm ready to be a wife, I'm ready to settle down, and not ready to have kids, but ready to be with the person I know I want to settle down with." Those type of things. So when that is being said to me, and I always, you know, believe people, which maybe I shouldn't, but I always do take people at their word. When that is said to me, then I get invested of like, wow, okay, I found a girl that is on the same page as me. And I'm not talking about getting married in the next, you know, 6 months or whatever, but I'm ready to be with the person that I know I at least want to pursue that with.
I can tell you exactly where what to do, and I can tell you where you went wrong.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with being a 40-year-old virgin. Nothing wrong with
First of
that.
all, I'm not receiving that.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
At this rate,
Yeah.
At this rate, you're gonna be a 60-year-old virgin.
Yeah,
My
because
point.
because when you're trying so hard that you might just get what you need.
That's right.
But I feel like I'm
Which
also
is-
not crazy trying hard.
You're literally on a podcast talking about it.
Who brought it up?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're literally on a podcast talking about it. Love. You want love, and I think here's the problem.
I do want love, but I'm
Run.
not like.
Yeah,
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. 24, 25-year-old women.
misconception.
That is not going to happen. You could date a 24 or 25-year-old woman and have a very long relationship with her. You definitely could if you're laying it down. How long would you have to date someone before you would propose to them, before you felt like?
I've thought about this, and I've thought like, okay, what is the timeline? But I don't think there is a timeline. I think like when you know, and I think it could be, this is going to sound crazy, but I know very successful relationships. It could be the 8 to 12 month area, or it could be 2 years. Like I'm not putting a time on it, because in my mind, that's like either going to force something that's not there, or I'm going to put pressure on something. I think it's more of a, if I feel like, and we've talked about it, you'll never catch me. I've people who get said no to, I'm like, Daphne, I'm not talked about this. Like I will have that conversation with somebody of like, are we at that point?
No, I
Before
think
get
also
down on
the
my knees.
age. I think the age thing is
you
you got to date somebody in their 30s and up. Somebody who's got a body count already, that they're not tripping. They're trying to get off these streets. They're trying to get chose as well. They're tired of the running around.
You texted a friend, and I won't say names, but you texted somebody on my behalf, and I thought it was a very sweet text where you said, hey girl, when you're ready to get respected as hell, let me know.
Yeah.